We recently got a chance to sit down and talk to one of the creators of That Dragon, Cancer at the Tribeca Film Festival in New York. This powerfully moving game tells the emotional experiences of Ryan Green, who had a son with terminal cancer.
Part of our goal with That Dragon, Cancer is to draw players in, through this immersive experience and have them kind of confront their own fear of death and try to overcome it. I mean, cancer has affected everyone in some way or another, even if it's not them themselves or someone in their immediate family, some relative or a friend, that kind of thing. So I think this subject is very universal and very relatable to people.
Not many games deal with such a heavy subject as cancer. That Dragon, Cancer has the opportunity to stretch the boundaries of the medium.
We thought it was going to be an art installation at first. It wasn't even supposed to be a video game, and then worked on it for a couple months, and then eventually Ryan was like, hey, what if it was a video game? I had this idea. And so we started taking it in that direction. I mean, a lot of people on the internet will leave comments, like, are you sure this is a game? I don't know. But it's an argument that people in the industry have been reading about or even having themselves for years and years.
A game about cancer could scare off a lot of players. The creators are aware of this and have been very careful not to make it too depressing.
We've been trying to decide what should and shouldn't be in the game. And there was a point where we were looking at MRI imagery. And the way that works is there's an MRI machine and it sort of takes like slices of you, And so looking through that imagery, and this was like right around the time that Joel was getting really sick, and so that was very difficult emotionally, and we realized that would be too much for players to, handle.
Joel Green, the child that inspired The Dragon, Cancer, passed away March this year. His passing has changed the development of the game.
Ryan told me about how his perspective on designing the game has changed since Joel has passed. Originally, he was really wanting to show people the ups and the downs that he and Amy went through, because they experienced several, miraculous things, essentially, like unexplainable with science and that kind of thing. And so yeah, he really wanted to share that story, their ups and the downs, and Joel's treatment and all that sort of thing. And that was because Joel's still alive, and he wants players to really understand everything that they had gone through, and then be able to tell them like he's still alive, after everything that we went through. But now that he's passed, that perspective has kind of changed, and so it's more about like honoring Joel and helping players to understand what it was like to be with him and to love him, because almost everyone that met Joel developed this kind of unconditional love for him,
That Dragon, Cancer will come out on the Ouya at the end of this year. A PC version is expected to be released at a later date.
He was not in the wind. He was not in the earthquake. He was not in the fire. He was here in a gentle whisper.
Why have you come?
I just want him to feel better. I don't want it to come back.